I think an important question that we must all ask ourselves if we're trying to live a Christian lifestyle is how to deny ourselves daily. Jesus is talking to his disciples in Luke chapter 9 verse 23. He says, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me." In this passage, Jesus is trying to tell the people who are listening to him directly what we need to do to follow him. But it's hard for us to read because we are very distracted and very self governing, very individualistic culture, and we don't know how to deny ourselves because denying ourselves is hard and it hurts, and we feel weak when we deny ourselves because we are very prideful. Um, Another thing that's hard when it comes to denying ourselves is all the messages that we hear. We hear messages from the media to do one thing, we have messages from our parents to do another, or from our friends to do another, from peer pressure to another. So we have all these different messages pulling us in different directions, and we don't know what is truth. But we have scripture to look to. We have this passage to look to. Jesus is telling his followers what we need to do if we want to be in a good relationship with God. We must deny ourselves and take up our cross daily and follow him. So what are some of the examples of denying ourselves? I think this goes for most people. When I say that we are very distracted, there's all these things going around. Like I said, there's messages pulling at us from different directions. We are very time oriented. We're busy. We gotta do things by a certain time, and we have the schedule to keep. That's the way that we work. Um, I think that one of the ways Jesus is calling us to deny ourselves is to deny ourselves of that busy schedule. And so, as an example, I think whether we're at work or at school or in public, just moving about, um, trying to relax from that schedule and taking the time to be with the people around you is a great way to deny ourselves. Um, and and being with people is a good thing. It seems that since we have these busy schedules, we're creating meetings to be with other people, and that's kind of minimizing the relationships. And so, one of the things I think that we can do is whenever when we're commuting, when we're moving about, we can take the time to be with the people that we're with, or we can say hello to the stranger. We can greet the stranger. We can ask them how they're doing. We can take that time to talk with other people instead of being busy and going from point A to point B. We can take the time that it takes to get from point A to point B and use that time to put us out of our comfort zone and to talk to strangers. Um, there's a lot of different ways that we can deny ourselves and taking up our cross. And when we look at Scripture, Jesus is telling us ways that we can love others. So taking up our cross is a great way for us to love others. When we are taking the burden of others and putting it on our back, we're helping them get through their day. And I think that's good. I think that's something that we need to strive for. And so just remember that Jesus wants us to be in a relationship with him. He wants us to take up our cross daily and follow him. Don't forget that.